Well, good morning, everyone. And thank you for joining me for the 3-day retirement reset challenge. So, I want to honor everybody's time and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Yay. All right. So, what does retirement look like to you? So, then this will be exploring work, income, and lifestyle in retirement. I'm your host, April Brown. So let's be honest, retirement today looks different than it did for our parents and grandparents. So, hello, I'm April Brown with Zelkin Financial Services, LLC, and I want to talk about retirement. So, retirement isn't a one size fits all anymore. For some, it's leisure and travel. For others, it includes meaningful work, mentoring, or pursuing passions. We'll look at how working in retirement can affect lifestyle, finances, and Social Security. So, a little bit about myself. I'm a retired captain from the Durham Police Department. And for the longest time, all I wanted to do was travel the world and live overseas once I retired. And that was the dream. But then 2020 happened and COVID changed the game for me. I still realized I wanted to travel, but I also needed to be more thoughtful and about where I lived and how I lived. And so that forced me to take a step back and to really rethink what retirement looked like for me. So, not just the dream version, but the practical and meaningful version that made sense for my life. So, that's why I'm here with you now, because I know you probably have questions, a lot of questions about income, lifestyle, taxes, and planning. And I want to help you sort through those decisions and avoid the mistakes I made and design a retirement that works for you. So, being in the financial services industry has been both eye-opening and revealing. Over the years, I've noticed that most people share many of the same concerns when it comes to preparing for life after work. So, here are some of the most common topics that come up. Income insecurity. Will I have enough money to maintain my lifestyle for 20 or 30 years? Managing debt. How should I handle mortgages, loans, or credit cards before or during retirement? Retirement planning. When should I retire? And how should I create a retirement plan that balances income, lifestyle, and longevity? Investing. How should I invest my strategy? So investing. So how should my investment strategy shift as I move closer to or enter retirement? Purchasing a home. Should I downsize, relocate, or buy a home that's a better fit for my next chapter? So, before we dive into what retirement can look like, let's start by talking about financial challenges that you're likely to encounter along the way and how to navigate them. I hope you're prepared to take notes. So, retirement realities. Did you know the Pew Research Center estimated that 19% of adults aged 65 or older continue to work, nearly doubling the percentage in 1987? Many folks define retirement as a new chapter in life rather than a time of leisure. So, the new retirement reality, the facts. 22% of Americans 65 are still working. So that means 1 in 5 retirees continue to work. So nearly 25% of them are self-employed. Yay, these are the folks who are, creating jobs. And work is often a choice. Sometimes it's a need. So more retirees are choosing to keep working than ever before. So flexible work hours and self-employment are growing among older adults. So this is the point in all of this that we're going to do a self-assessment retirement readiness quiz. So yes, you're going to be graded. Um, and I need some engagement, so bear with me. So here are some shorts. Here are uh, the questions that I'm going to ask you. So there are a total of 4. So the first one, have you thought about how taxes will impact your retirement income? Give you a couple of seconds to answer that. Number 2, when do you plan to start Social Security? Number 3, how confident are you that your savings will last through a 25 to 30-year retirement? And number 4, Have you considered how healthcare costs and long-term care might affect your budget? All right, so let's score your retirement readiness. So look at your answers. So if most of your answers are A's, you're ahead of the game. You've thought through the key areas like taxes, Social Security, savings, longevity, and healthcare. Keep reviewing your plan as laws, markets, and personal circumstances changes. If you have mostly B answers, you're on the right track, but need to take action. You've identified the issues, but haven't finalized a solution or solutions. Now the time is to put those plans in writing and make adjustments where needed. If you got mostly C answers, you have some awareness, but your plan has big gaps. So you may be at risk of surprises in retirement. It's time to start prioritizing retirement readiness and get clear on the details. And if you have mostly D answers, you're starting from scratch, and that's okay. Awareness is the first step. The sooner you start planning, the more options you'll have to create a retirement that you want. So, how many of you are ready for retirement or not? So, let's talk about what retirement really looks like, not just the dream, but the reality. Retirement today is very different from what it was a generation ago. Longer lifespans, rising costs, and changing job markets mean we have to think differently about how we prepare. I have three important secrets that I want to share with you today. And to get there, we're going to start with three key questions. Those questions will guide the way we uncover what you really need to know about building a retirement that you want. So the first one is what you should know about retirement. The second is what advantages should you be taking right now? I'm sorry, it sounded like I mumbled that, so I'm going to say that again. What advantages should you be taking right now? And the third one is what factors can affect your retirement? So by the time we're through, you'll have a clearer picture of where you stand and what opportunities you can act on today and what potential challenges you want to plan for. So, secret one, because we're living longer, we should work longer. I said it. Yes. So know this, the average retiree may live 20 plus years in retirement, and that's a long time to fund. So working part-time in retirement has many benefits. It provides additional income to support your lifestyle. It helps address workforce shortages in key industries, allowing you to mentor younger generations if you want to, and share valuable experiences because you've lived long, you've seen a lot, and you know a lot. So we need to be able to financially prepare for a 100-year lives. It's a long time. It's a century, people. Retirement isn't a short phase anymore. It's more like a third of our lives. So the combination of a longer lifespan and unpredictable markets means planning has to be proactive. You just can't rely on Social Security alone. And we all should know this based on some of the information that's been out there. All right. Secret number two, learning to take advantage to delay Social Security. So delaying retirement increases financial success rate. Social Security grows at 8% each year past FRA, which is full retirement age, up to age 70. Claiming early, which is as early as you can do it at 62, can reduce benefits by up to 30%. There are some who may need to claim early. Social Security covers about 40% of your retirement expenses, not the 70 to 80% like many believe. And additionally, income helps pay debt, boost savings, and builds reserves. Simply working a few more years can dramatically change the math. So by delaying Social Security often means a much bigger monthly benefit for life. Those last few working years are high impact, so no new savings, just compounding and fewer withdrawals. So let me just add this caveat to delaying Social Security. I will say this, it depends. It depends on your circumstances. It depends on your assets that you have. It depends on lifespan. How long do your people live? And so you want to be optimal about when you take Social Security. And that, of course, boils down to planning. However, if you can delay it, it is optimal. All right, so let's talk. Let's talk myth. Let's talk myth versus fact. Let's talk about delaying Social Security. Oh man, I see a typo. Don't judge me, everybody. Don't judge me. So let's talk. Let's talk about it. So let's talk myth first. So myth. Should you take Social Security as soon as you're eligible at age 62? The fact. While you can take it at 62, your monthly benefit will be permanently reduced. Waiting a few years can significantly increase what you receive each month for life. Myth number two. If I delay Social Security, I lose money. Fact. Delaying doesn't mean losing money. It means trading a few smaller checks early for bigger checks later. So if you live into your late 70s or beyond, delaying often results in more lifetime benefits. So let me just say this. The break-even point is usually in the early 80s, about 81, 82. If your people live in their 90s to like 100, taking Social Security at 70 might be the optimal thing to do if you're healthy and all the other things. That's just a caveat. So, myth number three, Social Security benefits don't increase after full retirement age. Fact, benefits grow by 8% per year. You delay after your full retirement age up to age 70. So, one of the best guaranteed returns available. So, let me see this. If you're 71, 72, and you have turned on your Social Security, please turn it on because it doesn't benefit you after age 70. The 8% stops at age 70. All right, myth number four. Is that right? Yeah, four. So delaying only helps me, not my spouse. Fact, a higher benefit also increases what a surviving spouse can receive. So delaying can be a powerful way to strengthen survivor benefits. And I have a story around this. A colleague of mine talks about his parents. His dad's folks don't live a long time. They live into their like late 60s. His mom's people live into their late 90s. So his dad delayed taking his Social Security until like age 70. So it would be beneficial for his mom, who was a stay-at-home parent. She didn't really have anything in Social Security. So when he passes, she'll get the higher amount. So myth number five. Should I wait no matter what? Fact, not everyone should delay. If you have health issues, lack other income, or need money now, claiming earlier may be the better choice. Now, there are some other things that can go into that, but just know that. So I will say this. I will make a book recommendation. I do like this book. It's called Get What's Yours: The Secret to Maxing Out Your Social Security by Lawrence J. Kotlikoff. I know I butchered his name. I'm so sorry. Philip Moeller and Paul Solman. Check it out. It's a really good book. It's dense, but it's good. So we're on to secret number three. What factors can affect your retirement? Working and collecting Social Security can be beneficial. So, working and collecting Social Security. What do I mean by that? So, if you start collecting Social Security before full retirement age and you continue to work full time or part time, it can reduce your benefits. There is such thing as an income limit that applies. So, what is the income limit? It's $23,400 for the 2025. So, every tax year, there may be an adjustment. However, if you start Social Security after full retirement age and continue to work, there will be no reduction and may actually increase benefits. So, more working years can boost your benefits if you replace lower earning years. So, Social Security has rules that can surprise people. So when I say working and collecting Social Security, if you're at full retirement age and you work part-time or you still continue to work full-time, You're getting the benefits of an income from working and collecting your Social Security. All right, so we're towards the end. So the big picture here is retirement isn't just about stop working, it's about having the choice, the freedom to decide how you spend your time, where you live, and what matters most to you. Staying financially secure, knowing you can cover your needs and wants without worrying about running out of money. Finding purpose, fulfillment, and balance, and creating a new rhythm for life that keeps you engaged, healthy, and happy. Preserving independence, maintaining control over your lifestyle, decisions, healthcare decisions, and future plans. Leaving a legacy, whether through family, community, or a cause you truly care about, and shaping how you'll be remembered. Retirement is less about ending and more about designing the next chapter of your life with confidence and clarity. So, we spent some time today exploring an important question. What does retirement look like to you? We've talked about work, income, and lifestyle. And hopefully, you're walking away with ideas and insights to help you shape a retirement that truly fits your life. Before we wrap up, I'd love for you to invite you to join my Facebook group. It's called Your Foundation for Finances. It's where I share practical tips, answer questions, and post challenges that can help you stay engaged and confident with your finances. If you're not already a part of the group, come check it out. It's a great place to keep this conversation going and take the next steps together. Thank you so much and have a great day.